Well, hi folks, and welcome to Art Tips with John. I am your host, John Morris, as always, the painter of memories, and welcome to the show that teaches you not only how to build and unleash your creative talent, but also how to build and unleash a creative art business as well. Our show, as always, is sponsored by Outreach Art. They are the best at what they do in art courses because they understand their students, their anxieties, their fears, but also how to develop them, how to work with them, and how to ultimately help them to develop and unleash their artistic talent as well. Welcome to today's show. We are going to do something a little bit different, folks. We are going to be reviewing some artistic products. So welcome. Okay folks, in today's show we are going to be reviewing Baker Ross's acrylic paint. Now I have to say, first and foremost, Baker Ross's acrylic paint I thoroughly love, okay, and I'll get into the reasons why momentarily. But if you are looking for art supplies and paint on a budget, Baker Ross is definitely up there as far as I'm concerned, and so much so that I recommend them. We've actually got an affiliate link for you if you want to check out their products on Amazon, and you can do that either through outreachart.org or through the link in the chat bar below. So let's get into some of the pluses of Baker Ross's paint. First of all, I absolutely love the packaging. I love the different varieties that are available from Baker Ross. First of all, this is a 2-litre bottle. It spreads really well, okay? Most of the time when you spread or you paint a black canvas, you know, sometimes it can be patchy, sometimes it can crack and fade, and I'm going to touch on that a little bit more as the show progresses. But this in particular, this canvas was painted black with this particular paint. It's got a great coverage, it dries fairly quickly, which I love, and it doesn't crack. We are going to be reviewing in a couple of weeks Reeves acrylic paint. This is ready mix gouache. Okay, I want to get the name right in particular. I have to say, I've worked with this one for years as well. I really don't like it. I've got to be honest, and the reason being is because when you paint a canvas black using Reeves acrylic paint, it has a tendency to crack, and it looks like it's dried too quickly or it's dried under the heat. But we're reviewing Baker Ross's paint today. So as I say, they've got great variety, not only in the 2 litre, but also in the 600ml as well. And it's great value for money. You get big boxes of paint and you can get them for about £50, and they last. They look really good. They have amazing drying effects. I personally use it a lot as a mixer paint into some of our more expensive paints as well, but I thoroughly love it. So there's some of the positives on the outlook. It's got some great caps as well, so nothing's going to fall off, it's not going to unscrew and spill all over the place. So how does it fare when you're actually painting? Well, let's take a look, shall we? I'm coming in with a 1.5 inch brush. We're going to come into a little bit of yellow. Now, a lot of artists who paint with acrylic paint will know what I'm about to say. We're going to put this on the canvas and you can see the problem. With acrylic paint, it has the tendency to be see-through because it's more of a water-based paint. But this can be counteracted by adding a little bit of titanium white. I don't know why, but something in the mixture makes titanium white a really dominant colour, the same with black, and it stops the paint from being see-through. So there you go, so there we go, we've got a beautiful start. Now this can be overcome as well, like a lot of paints, when you are painting by adding in a few layers and here and there. So let's paint a nice little sunset, shall we? So I'm just coming in with a little bit more yellow, a little bit more white, a little bit more red. But I also want to do this on a black canvas so as you could see just how the paint fares up. So up here, as you can see, the more pinky colour, it is showing through some of the black. As I say, you may need to add a couple of layers in, but what I tend to do is put the sunset in, I go over it nicely, something like that. Okay, I know I'm mixing colours here. Okay, something like that. Take a little bit more paint. So, as I say, I personally really love Baker Ross's paint because I love the colours that you can get in it and that you can get out of it. As I say, for a budget paint, it is a really good one that I don't think you'd be that disappointed with. As I say, it does need at times to have layering. So it's important to consider that when you're using this, especially with kids. Where it falls down, as I say, is sometimes it can be transparent. One of the things that I found to be really annoying at times, even though it is a plus, is that you can't get the top off without a lot of difficulty. It takes a lot of strength to pull the top off if you're looking to reload it or to reuse the bottles. So teachers, beware. And then you've got to pop it back on. One of the other areas that I found really annoying is when the bottle is nearly empty. There's a ton of paint still in there, but you can't actually get it because the funnel is so small. You need to cut the funnel open to actually access it. It's one of the flaws with a lot of paint bottles, and it can be really, really frustrating. Other areas that it can really fall down is when you're trying to clean your palette, it dries really solid. So that's something to be aware of as well. But as I say, with this, you get a lot of good coverage. The white in particular, I really love because it is a thicker paint. And, you know, I've got to be honest, as I say, even though those few gripes here and there, you know, it can be frustrating getting paint out of the bottle. It can be frustrating when it comes towards an end and you're trying to refill it. But if I was to mark it out of 10, I would certainly give it a high 7 or 8 for budget paint, and as I said, it can create some really, really great effects. As you can see here, this is just a second layer. I'm just putting this on. So my advice would be, if you do a layer, leave it to dry and work on another section, and then paint over the top. But you can see there how it works. I also found as well that this, when you actually put it on quite thick, works really, really well. It's almost like just like blobbing it on. But as I say, I use Baker Ross's paint now a lot in my mixing, in my palettes and things. That I absolutely love it because it's a really good mixing paint, great value for money. And something I think that, you know, certainly if you're starting out and more of an intermediate artist as well, I don't think you can really go wrong with this as well. Plus their customer service tends to be really, really good. So folks, I hope you really enjoyed this review of Baker Ross's acrylic paint. Do stay tuned to more reviews and also Art Tips with John, the show that teaches you not only how to build and create a successful art business, but also how to unleash your creative talents as well. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always, we appreciate that and we want to thank you for that because our success depends on you, and I very much recognize that. Guys, until next time, take care, God bless, have an absolutely awesome week, and I will catch you soon. Take care.